Oh no. Gameland 6 and the Earth refused to die, playing alongside each other. What the fuck? Oh. Oh. Holy shit! Yeah. Looking spooky. Hmm. Hmm. Sweets and secrets in spooky places. Nope. Timing is everything when it comes to these fuckers. It's not in front of us yet. Okay, now it is. You've gotten a second to waste. I've started it off way too late. Just because I took a nap. Fuck you and your distance limits. Time to get the candies back. Yeah, no shit. Just refill and wait for the right timing. I don't really want that hair spell, thank you. Tasty. Ew, big and scary. I'm not falling for your trap. Have fun. You know, the whole reason why I know of this series and its good music is because of a former friend. I say former friend because they don't really accept me being trans, and it's like, okay then. You're not gonna accept that major part of my life? Sorry, hun. Besides, I was kind of drifting away from them anyways, let's be real here. And that is on me. That's not on them. I'm like a fucking hermit, and staying in contact with me is not an easy thing. Especially if the direction your life is going is going to be different from mine. I do hope that one person realizes that, yeah, I'm trans, but that doesn't mean my original personality is erased. Are you insane? It's just gonna open up more. They'll be able to see things they didn't know about me. Then again, I have a hard time opening up to others. So that's another part of the equation. I don't want to get stuck on these lights. I want to just fly around and get stuff done. Hello. Again. I don't know why it's so satisfying, but to just gently float above the ground. It just feels right. It feels like how I should move all the time. Physics is just stupid. I obviously know I can't break the laws of physics, so... Gimme, gimme! Who in the what? What in the hell? Big spooky orb. broom times went down, disappeared. Hello, fucker. How are you doing today? We can't get rid of it yet, which is probably best, because otherwise other people wouldn't be able to earn their event light in the established way, which would be very confusing to change it midway. Aw, I wanted to say hi. Give a hug. I have a feeling this is here for the finale. I wonder if they'll ever do it again, this format of things again. Sit on a bench with a stranger. Whoa! Please don't tell me it's going to be a situation where they're now over there. Oh, now that would be a funny server thing. Get like 20 people, pair them up on the benches, and then just sit there for long enough until the server merges everyone all onto the same fucking bench. It's probably programmed against that, but it would be funny if it was possible. I'm gonna go refill my water while people do this. Mm-hmm. Oh well. Yeah. Hello and goodbye. What was that other song I was thinking of earlier today? Oh, thank you. Oh. One of these days I'm gonna try playing ambidextrously. Using the reverse control format. Which means I need to buy a mouse for my left hand. Oh no. Yeah, I would definitely need to buy one, but I'd also want to make sure I buy a better one. Because the mouse I have, the wireless mouse I have, is kind of getting old by now. And I'm gonna be real, some of its design features, though intended to work one way, have worked in a completely different way. Where my hand is so big, it's sliding off of, my pinky is sliding off of the rest they gave it. And my fingers are curling in a whole bunch just to try and hit the scroll wheel. So instead, if I try to keep it in the normal position, which isn't great. I have big hand. Grrr. If I didn't have bad posture, maybe I'd be just over 6 foot. But as it stands, I'm just under. Hello, fucker! Crude is not always rude. Rude is not always crude. To call this concepts one and the same is to deprive yourself of the ability to recognize a variety of situations. Ah, seriously though. Metaphor. Refantasimo. Refantasio. Metaphor Refantasio is such a fucking good game! Sure, it doesn't have the modern tie-ins of usual stuff, but any historian is going to fucking love it. And anyone who liked the Persona series is going to find it very interesting to play it from a different angle. Ooh. Oh yeah, no, this is definitely gonna be an alt outfit for Nina. Just delicious. I'm glad Sky Kids are gender neutral in body structure to some degree. Like, sure, some are more traditionally structured too. Some of the spirits are more traditionally structured. But there's not really a male or female to all this. There's just the appropriate traits and everything instead. From restriction comes control. Which is why I want to break restriction. Not break harmfully, because doing that just causes damage, harm. No, instead I want to help break it in ways where it's limiting people's ability to live as themselves and function in this crazy world. Oh, nice. At least one of those three counts has got to be an alt of the other two. If all three are the same person, then I'm left wondering why. Are you trying to do this, or... Okay, you're just getting wax. Because that was nearly enough people for me to stop and say, hey, if you're trying to do this, I'm willing to help. Hmm. There are always those just passing through. And then there are others who are also collecting candles. Da, da, da. Da, 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 da. Yeah, no. For as much as we don't express it in polite social areas very often, Ira really is like the counter core of us. Just like how each of us is a core of a different aspect of ourselves. Ira is most definitely the autistic and ADHD core. The one who just doesn't really care and is herself and just loves being herself. She's also doesn't understand social norms, which is why we don't let her out very often. At least around... it's hard to explain that, because on one hand it's like, yes, she's very lovely and adorable. On the other hand, holy fuck does she not understand some things, and that it can get her hurt. And misunderstood. By the way, Skydoves, thank you for implementing a thing where, hey oh hey, after the cutscene, after all this stuff. Oh, come on, let me skip this cutscene, please. It just does that instead of the spirit is waiting for you at the other area. Like it used to. And that is a nice improvement. Hi. Anole is the one who tries to be the most similar to neurotypical and otherwise. The one who tries to understand and deconstruct social standards such that they can navigate around and through them just like a healthy person would. Except they're not a healthy person, so they're not going to be able to do that for a while. Not with their trust issues, not with a lot of things. Oh. Oh. They are part of the team that makes up our true sight, though, because they can recognize a lot of reality when some of us may not even want to. Our ability to keep in touch with reality and to recognize the truth of things is always in flux. because we can't fully trust it blindly. But we can't just choose to ignore it either, so it's a process of learning and growing until we've come to accept what we can and can't see, such that it'll help direct us towards areas we need to grow in. Sit on fire. Because I am child of light. I regain energy from fire. Trace definitely holds on to a lot of our anxiety, but she's not the only one holding on to it. She's just has a hard time hiding it. Whoa. Open door. Thank you. Oh. Even in the midst of having no control, I'm still moving in directions I want to, because I know how to prepare and set myself up for them. Sometimes I make mistakes and things don't go as planned, but that's always going to be the case, no matter what you do. Any good fool is going to accept that. Because you'll work by working with the reality of the situation instead of just what you expected it to be, means you'll always be able to pull the best out of any outcome, even in the worst of situations. Sometimes the best of a horrible situation is to... Sometimes the best of a horrible situation is just to get back up and decide, hey, this is bad and this is where I don't want it. Even if I can't change it right away, I'm not just going to accept it. Because that still means that you've made a choice, even if the choice cannot take action yet. Thank you, crab buddies! Hope you have a good day. Try not to hit the candles too many times, okay? Oh. Flicker. Protector, Defender, Catalyst, Wanderer, Explorer. A lot of different titles and attachments, but also kind of a weird between space where it's like, does she even have a definition, or is her definition the fact that she chooses her own definition? and can change it as she wants. Because that seems to be the only fucking consistent thing about her, aside from what details and actions and titles she has. That and her defensive, protective nature when it comes to people we care about. She really only shows up, even though we go by her name a lot. It's because she holds on to most of who we want to be and who we aim to live as. She really only kind of pops out as a natural extension of us in any... She only pops out distinctively when she needs to, not when she wants to. Which, I honestly... I'm not sure how to feel about that. Because, on one hand, it's like, okay, she is responsible, but... Is she responsible to a fault in her choices? Fucking, I don't know how to phrase that. Oh, that's why. Just like a Knoll, she can take things too seriously sometimes. Thankfully, her taking stuff seriously is usually for the better, not the worse. Going back this way real quick. Actually, nah. I can deal with it, Fine. Just don't go complaining when our light starts draining from the rain, sapping away our strength. Oh. No, we're still figuring ourselves out, and it's gonna be a long road. Because the more we try to find to a specific singular category, the more we find that we overlap in ways we didn't know of. And share connections and similarities with ourselves that we didn't think were possible. Thank you, game! Well, I didn't get as much height as I wanted, but oh well. I wanted to get a good slide in, so that way it would be a smooth launch, not an awkward one. Oh, whatever. The fool, the seeker. I'd say that's a pretty good way of doing it. Hmm. Oh god, if we had to represent all 8 of us with tarot cards. I seriously need to buy that game if I have the chance. Oh, I forgot. Forgot to double check that. Oh well, all it does is waste time. It's not like we're doing the full candle runs that we used to. Now that we know how to prioritize different areas for the amount of candles they can give. Yep, kinda figured. I used to think of these as working as one big energy reserve, replenishing stream. One big energy stream which can replenish your reserve, but now that I know I need to just be specifically flying near as close to some of the animals as possible, I'm no longer failing to refill. As often. I still make mistakes every now and then. Motherfucker. Now, why am I chibi? Well, it's for something I'm planning on doing later. Because again, easy candles is easy candles. And I'm not gonna let that pass. Easy firewax is easy firewax. I wonder if there's such a thing as firewax, or if it's just... It's probably not going to be like I thought it would be, because IRL definitions are often far more diverse and complex than imaginary definitions. At least in terms of, okay, so the limitations imposed are going to be dynamically different. Ooh, thank you. Okay. Like I said, easy candles are easy. I'm not gonna pass them up. Orb. You motherfuckers! Damn it. Oh. Like, yes, I know you want to protect the intended experience, but holy fuck, sometimes it's really inconvenient. Oh, oh, jeez. Am I dehydrated already? Thank you. Goodbye. You're totally an NPC. My stomach isn't agreeing with me right now. What the fuck? Yeah, my mind is kinda elsewhere currently. Let's get the thing right in front of me, please. To some people, this is probably all I look like. What in the... Yo. That was cool. I might learn how to do it more often. Do any of you all, like, actually watch these videos? Because I'm gonna be real, I do like... Well, then again, they do say lurkers are just as much of a part of community building as anything else, so yeah, let's... yeah. I may like interactions and things that are obvious and easily understandable, but the unobvious and the difficult to understand is just as useful. I didn't get as much height as I wanted on that. Gonna go to the clouds beyond? Or would that... I don't want to test it right now, I'll do that later. Because if that respawns me back down in the valley, then that would have wasted a whole lot of my time. I'm sorry, but the complete mix just hits different. Welcome to this kaleidoscope revolver. Well, that worked out. I kind of want... Yeah, I still want to find the brick. Do I still want to go down to... the... Oh, jeez, why? Why is dinner giving me gas? Also, you're a bit loud. Oh! 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 Ah. Not Destiny Island, that's a Kingdom Hearts thing. Whatever. So, to those who snuck by for even part of the recording, thank you. To those of you who stuck around until the end, I deeply appreciate it. I hope you each have a good day, good night, whatever time it is. And if it isn't good, I hope it improves. This is Flicker, and I'll be bidding you all adieu. Bye!